What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. If you're a night owl like me, because I drank way too much caffeine earlier in the day, I've been up being productive. My heart goes out to Keke Palmer. She has recently filed a restraining order against the father of her son. As you guys remember, Darius Jackson, a few months back, she went to the Usher concert and he was publicly shaming her online for, what she was wearing. He's like, "You a mom? No, just ridiculous control issues." And so she has taken the steps to officially file a restraining order. And she also is asking for full custody of their son, Leotis, who's 8 months old. So Palmer, who's 30 years old, accused Jackson, who's 29, of abusing her multiple times over the course of their 2-year relationship in court documents filed today, Thursday, November 9th. Palmer claimed that she has security footage from a November 5th incident in which Jackson, quote, trespassed into my home without my knowledge or consent, end quote, and threatened her before lunging for her neck. She says, striking me, throwing me over the couch, and stealing my phone. She went on to allege that there have been many instances of physical violence with Jackson that include destroying my personal property, including my diaries, prescription eyeglasses, throwing my belongings into the street, throwing my car keys to prevent me from driving away, hitting me in front of our son, spewing profanities about me to our son, threatening to unalive himself with a pow pow if I left him, harassment, and other physical and emotional abuse. In her declaration, Palmer said that her relationship with Jackson has finally ended for good in early October, primarily due to the physical and emotional abuse inflicted on her by him. Palmer's filing comes after months of speculation about her and Jackson's relationship status following his comments about Palmer's attire at an Usher concert, which I just mentioned that. In the photos from the Sin City outing, Palmer was wearing a black bodysuit with a sheer black polka dot cover up. They put the quote in the article. He says, "It's the outfit though, you a mom," Jackson wrote via Twitter in July. Following the online backlash, Jackson doubled down on his opinion before deleting his social media accounts. He says, quote, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is." He added at the time, "This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. The lies you tell," because, okay, I'm gonna keep reading and then I'm gonna give my commentary, because if you putting your hands on women, your standards and morals are below the earth's crust. Palmer, for her part, didn't directly address Jackson's eyebrow-raising post, but continued to share photos of herself from the event. She says, quote, "I wish I had taken more pictures, but we were running late. I'm telling y'all right now, if you haven't seen Usher, you must go. He was so fabulous. Giving theater Atlanta down, tips, tricks, and just absolutely iconic," she captioned in an Instagram post. "I was truly inspired by his performance. As a performer, I whooped some a in spades too. Where is that picture of us all together with the king himself?" So 1 month later, Palmer teamed up with Usher, who's 45 years old, for his video, Boyfriend, his music video, which referenced Jackson's comments about her outfit. She says, "What time is it? Man, I missed it. I missed the show. I'm so tired. I'm a mother after all." In August, an insider exclusively told us that Palmer and Jackson's dynamic was quote unquote complicated after the Usher drama. It's their own lives. Those close to them hope that they can work things out for the sake of themselves and the child, the source explained. They have to resolve things on their own. I wonder if that source was his brother. I'm going to get into his messy tweet and delete in just a second. The following month, Palmer brushed off a question about whether she was still dating Jackson. She says, "I'm going to take a page out of Beyonce's book. Mind y'all's business." She quipped during an interview with Today on Good Morning on Today with Hoda and Jenna, not the ABC Primetime Network, not telling Hoda and Jenna to mind their business. I'm sorry. That tickled me. She says, life is good. I have nothing but gratitude. Honestly, seriously. Palmer and Jackson, who started dating in August of 2021, originally attempted to keep their relationship out of the spotlight, she says, but it became more difficult to hide on the Tamron Hall show in November 2021. We spent all this time together. He is really my closest friend. And so it becomes a thing where I'm not going to hide something that makes me happy. She added, it's not going to be everything you see. My job is my job, but at the end of the day, this is somebody who's important to me, so why not? The former Nickelodeon star shocked fans when she announced her pregnancy while hosting Saturday Night Live in December 2022, and Leo was born 2 months later. Leo's got a lively personality. He keeps Keke and Darius on their toes, an insider um, told us weekly in February. The sleepless nights have been a struggle. If you or somebody you know is experiencing domestic violence, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 for confidential support. That is so important. A few things, right? This man talking about he got standards and morals. No, because Keke said that this has been going on for the past 2 years. I'm sorry. I can't even think straight because, it breaks my heart to think that, and so many women go through that. I personally have known, I've never gone through it. Let me just say, in a romantic relationship, I did grow up in a volatile situation when I was a kid, so I saw it growing up, and I vowed that it would never happen to me. But I'm not victim shaming at all because you never know, right? People are unstable, but I've been very intentional on my partners. Anyway, going back to Keke, it breaks my heart because she is so beautiful, so talented. She's gone through so much. And for this man to get online, publicly humiliate her, and at the same time talking about his standards and morals is despicable. His brother said that he used to be abusive as well, but he stopped. So this is a learned behavior throughout their family. They need help, seriously. His brother, who you guys remember, played that swinger on Insecure, who was like messing with Molly's character. But this is what he said in real life. He says, I think his name's Samus Jackson, something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this. It's really small. He says, quote, the most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person I have ever encountered in my entire life. Abuses almost everyone. Y'all will see. Oh my goodness. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow. So sad. And then it says the post has been deleted. Because I feel like he knows it's not true. Like, first of all, she's a woman. Hard stop. Okay. That's not to say that abuse doesn't happen. Women don't abuse men, but it's so rare. And physically, he's bigger than her. And if she was quote unquote that abusive, he could, leave. Like, if any man out there is being abused by anybody, man, woman, whoever, get a restraining order. Okay. Second of all, I'm glad that Keke has a really strong support system. I'll make a video about what her mom says tomorrow when I gather more information. As you guys can see, my voice is kind of going out a little bit, so I need to take my butt to bed because it's almost midnight. But I wanted to bring you guys this story because more breaking news is coming and I want to stay updated on it. Thank you again for everybody who is who subscribed to the channel. I hit the milestone of 1,000, so that really means a lot to me. But I'm going to put the domestic violence number in the description box. And if anybody's going through that, please seek help. There are people there to help you. You do not have to deal with this. I don't condone violence of anybody. I don't victim shame either. This is not Keke's fault. Okay. The media has a way of twisting that and victim blaming and shaming, especially young Black women. She's a new mom, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely praying for her. And, I hope that her spirits are lifted, that she can, stay strong for her son. And I will also say this, and I don't agree with Steve Harvey on a lot of things, okay? But if you guys remember that one episode back when he had his show, he had Keke Palmer on. And Keke was, she broke the fourth wall and turned to the audience and she was like, Uncle Steve wants me to be with billionaires. And she was like, I just want something simple. And while I get that sentiment, the one thing that Steve said that I 100% absolutely agree with is stop trying to give that boy a lifestyle he has not earned. What I've learned is if you give anybody, okay, something that they have not earned, they will not appreciate it. And most of the time, they'll turn around and they'll resent you for it. One of the best things I've ever heard recently, actually, I think it was from Oprah. It was a quote that I read, but she said, "Never be friends with somebody who wants your life," essentially. And I feel like, he said that he was a struggling actor. He's resentful and jealous of Keke, and that is, and a bum on top of that. And an abuser on top of. He's dangerous. I'm glad that is a very dangerous, unstable person. And he's learned that behavior because his brother also said that it's been learned behavior throughout their family. Nah, I'm glad she has the restraining order. I'm glad that, she has a strong support system. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Keep Keke lifted up in your prayers. And I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Have a good night. Bye. Be safe out there.